There is no getting around it. Need for Speed is a movie based off of a popular video game franchise. Now, we've seen this happen before and it hasn't worked out so well in the past, but I will say this one doesn't feel like a video game movie. Instead, it feels more like one of those early 2000 popcorn flicks that tried to ride the illegal street racing hype train that the Fast movies created. Remember the movie Torque? Yeah, probably not. In 10 years, I think it's going to be the same with this one. Need for Speed stars Breaking Bad's Aaron Paul as a racer out for revenge and trying to clear his name against a rival who landed him in prison. Now, of course, in a movie about illegal street racing, scores are settled on the streets. I'll start off with the good. There are some pretty incredible stunts in this film, and I was more amazed to find out later that none of them were captured with CGI. That being said, a lot of the stunts left me with a feeling of shock rather than a feeling of awe. You see these characters all do some pretty terrible things, Aaron Paul included. Innocent people get hurt, so it made it really hard for me to root for the movie's so-called good guy. I also saw this movie in 3D, which honestly was done incredibly well. It didn't feel tacked on, and it added a really cool sense of depth that a lot of 3D films miss. Besides Aaron Paul, the other big name in Need for Speed is Michael Keaton. He plays a character called Monarch, the mystery man behind the movie's climactic racing competition. Now, both of their characters shine during their screen time, but unfortunately, the same cannot be said about the rest of the cast. Imogen Poots plays a character that, within a few minutes, is a little bit too eager to throw her life away and run away with a parole jumper. Aaron Paul's buddies are supposed to be there for comedic value, but most of their jokes are just not funny. And lastly, Dominic Cooper, this guy just grimaces through the whole movie as a one-note bad guy. It would be really easy to blame it all on bad acting, but I think that most of it came down to the terrible script that was written for these characters. In the end, if you're a fan of fast cars and cool explosions, Need for Speed might be just what you're looking for, but I must warn you, I really think you're gonna have to unplug your brain to enjoy this movie. I'm giving Need for Speed a 6.5 out of 10.